What's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Sans/Papyrus's house from the game Undertale. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button as it really helps me and the channel out very much. If you make it all the way to the end, please share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring, and that is pretty much that. Without any further ado, why don't I show you how to make this magnificent creation. Before we begin building, here are all of the materials that we are going to be needing. So please make sure that you have access to every single one of these and enough of them. And once you have all of that, I can also tell you that this is the amount of space that is going to be required. This includes enough space for the house, the little igloo. It also includes the little letterboxes to the left. So if you like, you can make this grid in your world. However, it's not a big deal if you don't care that much about space management. And ladies and gentlemen, pause the video if you have to. Make sure that you've got all of that stuff. Make sure you got enough room to make it. And then once you've got all of those things sorted out, we can begin. First thing is first, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing that we are going to do is come to the front right hand corner of the grid. If you haven't made the grid, bear with me, just 10 seconds. From the front right corner of the grid, count to the left by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then inwards by 1. Now, let's begin. Place a spruce wood on the ground. On top of that spruce wood, I want you to place 9 spruce wood planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then, go left by 1. Place an up left diagonal. Go left by 1. Place an up left diagonal. Go left by 2. 1, 2. Place a bottom left diagonal. Go left by 1. Place a bottom left diagonal. Go left by 1. And then go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go left by 2. 1, 2. I want you to go down by 1 and then left by 2. 1, 2. Go down by 1, 2, 3. Connect down to the ground by using a spruce wood. The end result is a shape that should look very much like this. You can connect the spruce woods on the ground together, left to right. I'd highly recommend maintaining an upright position with the spruce woods. Beginning on the left, going right of the spruce wood plank that we have here, I want you to place a spruce wood plank to the right, 2 upside down spruce wood stairs, 1, 2. I want you to place 2 rows of glass on top of this. At the moment, I have yellow stained glass block, but if you like, you can also use paint. It might even look a little bit better, but 2 rows. 1, 2. You can leave it at that and then continue going right of the upside down stair by placing 4 spruce plank. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go up by 2. 1, 2. Place an upside down spruce wood stair going right. Spruce wood plank on top. Right 2. Upside down spruce wood stair underneath. Spruce plank to the right. Connect down. Okay. This is an entranceway. So what we're going to do behind here is we want to fill in the left and right sides using dark oak wood planks. Begin by placing dark oak wood planks behind the stair and extend down. Place a yellow glass right in the top between the middle. Specifically, it has to be a glass block because the pane doesn't really look right. And then we would ideally like to place a door in the middle. So we'll have to place something, whatever material you're going to use for the ground, I'm going to place that, and then a dark oak wood door right in the center. Additionally, I want to place what looks to be like a door handle, like a big gold door handle, and that's just an item frame with a block of gold inside of it. I also want to place oak wood stairs leading up to the door that spans the width of the entrance. Now I'm going to build directly on top of the center of the door, which is, well, right here. And I'm going to place a row of 3 spruce planks coming up. 1, 2, 3. Place a dark oak wood plank. And then glass on top. I wish we had more inventory spaces. And then a dark oak wood plank on top of that. And then I want you to place a dark oak wood plank going right and left of the glass. So, in the end, we'll have something which should look exactly like this. Next, we can proceed to fill in the entire front of the house. So, using your spruce wood planks, simply fill in all of the remaining area. There are some more details that we will be adding. They're very small, but absolutely necessary. The small details on this house are what really make the build stand out. So we want to have something which should so far look like this. Left and right of the main entrance, I want you to place a row of 4 dark oak fence coming up from the oak stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a row of dark oak wood slabs connecting left to right on top of the fence. Raise up the 3 middle blocks by using an additional slab, like this, just to add a little bit of texture. We then want to grab the spruce trapdoors, and we want to place them left and right of the larger window that we have towards the lower left side of the house. Once this is done, this is a large amount of the detail on the front of the house complete. I now want to build the rest of the house. Come to either side, it doesn't really matter which side you choose, and extend the spruce woods backwards by 14, the left or the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you want to then extend across the back of the build, no matter what side you did this from, and you want to connect it to the front of the build as to create a large rectangular sort of square structure. What we're then going to do is quite simple. On the left side of the build, we are going to add spruce wood planks that are as high as the spruce wood planks that we have on the front of the build. This equates to about 4 or so rows of spruce planks, like this. We also want to create a layer of spruce wood planks on the back of the house that are equal in shape to the front of the house, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's the difficult part. But it's also quite easy because all I want you to do is copy the shape that you have on the front onto the back. The best way to do this is to look directly at the front of the house and just copy it. Now, if at any point you're kind of like looking at it and you're like, does that match up? Is that the same? All you've got to do is come to the front and extend backwards wherever you might feel as though that you've got it wrong, so to speak. So just like there, I wasn't sure how high I had to go, so all you've got to do is just copy what you have on the front, and that's the best way to do it. There's no need to do any sort of counting or anything like that. All you've got to do is just copy what you have on the front, make sure that everything lines up properly. You want the exact same shape as you have on the back, and that will be good. If you like, you can add windows on the back of the house. I'm not sure that you ever see the back of the house, hence why I'm not sure whether I should add any windows back here, but you could absolutely do that. You could add a back entrance if you felt the need to, if you know a bit more about the house than I do, which is very, very possible. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to add any additional details that you may feel as though that I've left out, but I've never seen the back of the house, so I don't know. Now, once you have done that, there is a detail on the side of the house, specifically the right side of the house, that is important to add. There's a balcony. So on the side of the house where the balcony is, I want you to come to the very front right hand corner of the build, which is this spruce block right here. And I want you to count upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, this block. And I then want you to count to the right by 1, 2. You can place spruce wood planks. And then I want you to place 3 dark oak wood planks coming out from the spruce plank. 1, 2, 3. And then go right by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move inwards by 2. 1, 2. Place a spruce plank and then fill in this side of the house underneath the platform using spruce planks like this. You can fill it all the way up to the bottom of the platform like this. You can fill the center of the platform in using spruce planks like this. And then we want to place a row of dark oak fence around the top of the platform, on top of the dark oak planks. And I'm also going to fill in the side of the house here using spruce wood planks. The only reason that I was tentative to do this is because we also want to have an entrance that leads out onto said balcony. So we, in essence, have to destroy a little bit of it. A 2x2 space right in the center just so that you can walk out onto it is all that's required. You don't really need too much more than that. Now, once that has been done, ladies and gentlemen, for some reason I was having trouble getting those words out, you might also have to fill in the left side of the house here where it like comes up. If you fill this in using spruce planks, because I don't think that the roof is actually going to cover the area, then that would also be quite helpful as well. But once you have done that, we can now actually start work on the roofs, which is another big part of this project. So let's start off with the easy one, which is right up at the top. If you begin on the very left side of the roof where we have these spruce planks, I want you to place a dark oak slab coming left of the top. Extend forwards, then right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, until you reach the middle. The middle is defined by where this glass is. Then we have to start going down again. So we'll be like right, down, right, down, right, down, right, down, right, down, right. And it's quite as easy as that, and that's the roof there. And then all you've got to do is extend all of these backwards, hanging off the back of the house by a row. And we just have to then do the same as we did on the front. And equally so, if you can't remember how to do this pattern in particular, you can just extend the front backwards, and you'll end up with the same shape, except they won't connect underneath like this. But once you've got that done on the front and the back, then all you would have to do, of course, is just, like I said, just like this. And if you wanted to, you could indeed just like extend back every single slab block. I'm only focusing on the outer slabs. Reason being is just because it's a bit faster. I could also use the dark oak wood planks where we have solid blocks. In some places you'll be able to see that we've got solid blocks. Like at the top of the roof, the apex of the roof, we have solid blocks. And then over every other block, just because of how slabs work, will of course also be solid plank blocks as well. But it's no big deal. Do as you will, and it will come out looking good no matter what you do. So let's slap these slabs on. There we go. That's wonderful. So there you go. The roof does add quite a bit to the build, and we even have a couple of details surrounding the roof that I want to add now rather than later. Coming out of the front right hand corner-ish of the roof, there is a chimney. If you locate the front right hand corner of the roof like this block here, and you move in a couple diagonals like 1, 2, about here, destroy, left, and then the 2 behind like that, right? And place spruce wood planks in the gaps. And then raise up these spruce wood planks until they're about as high as the roof. They're about as high as the roof is fine. You could even do it a little bit higher, although that's probably just about where I would leave them. Left of the house, on the front left-hand corner of the roof, is a flag. It's kind of like a pirate flag, actually. And we want to take this front left corner of the roof specifically. And we want to place 2 dark oak fence on top. 1, 2. We want to go left 1. And then hang the black banner off of the roof. Like this. It's as easy as that. Once you have done this, what we can then do is the other part of the roof, which is a little bit smaller and a little bit more intricate, honestly. So if you come down to the front left-hand corner of the house towards the top, and you want to take this spruce plank block, you place a dark oak wood slab coming out the left of it, extend forwards, then go right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right, whoops, right, and then up. Okay, so the significance here is that we want to stop going higher when we are like half a block in relation to the bottom of this window. What we can then do is we can extend this sort of solid block here to the right and then start going down. So we want to go down from here we want to go right, down, whoops, down, right, down, right, down, right, down, right. And we stop when we are 1 block right of the entrance. And that's all there is to it. Doesn't the house look a little bit better now? That looks really cool. And we're going to make it look even better, ladies and gentlemen. We'll make it look great. So, we now have to extend this roof all the way backwards, okay? So, all we've got to do, obviously, right here, is we just have to copy what we have on the front to the back. Although, on the back of the house, there is no saying whether or not the roof would come half away across the back of the house. So I'm going to leave it because I don't know whether or not it would actually do that. If you like, you can make it match the front of the house, but equally so, you could just leave it like that, and that looks just perfectly fine. I don't want to get in the way of anything that might actually be there. So now that we have added the roof in like that, you know, we've got a pretty decent looking house, but we do have a few more things to do. So let's do a couple of the small details. On the left side of the house, coming out of the front left corner here, I want you to go left by 1. I want you to go left 1, move back, place a dark oak fence. Leave a gap of 1 going left, dark oak fence. Now, why is this important? Well, there's a couple of mailboxes, letterboxes, block boxes, whatever you want to call them. Red terracotta on top of each, oak trapdoor on top of each, just like that. Very small little detail, but again, the devil is in the details. Now, come to the front right-hand corner of the house, and I'm going to grab a few... I'm actually going to dump all my materials, because the only ones we should hopefully need, a little bit of white wool, a little bit of white carpet, okay? So, taking note of the position of the front right corner of the house, I want you to count to the right by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here. I want you to move back by 1, 2. Place a white wall. Looking down at the ground, I want you to place 2 white walls coming back and left. Go back by 2. Place 2 white walls, back and right. Right by 2. Place 2 white walls, front and right. Down by 2. 2 white walls, front and left. I want you to extend these pair of 2 white walls at the front, up by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Connect. Extend all of the other remaining white walls that we have going around in a circular position like this. Extend them all upwards by 2. We are then going to place a layer of white wool that goes all the way around the top of our circular igloo. And specifically, this is important because otherwise it would change the shape of stuff, and that's a no-go. I want you to make sure it does not connect in the corners, like that. Easy as that. Or does it connect in the corners? As a matter of fact, this particular layer does connect in the corners, so I was wrong. Oh well. Now that now that it's connected in the corners, I want you to place a layer of white wool that will simply sit up and above the layer at the top. It's quite easy once you take a look from above, like it's a really simple shape to do. And that's all there is to it, ladies and gents. I hope that you managed to do that no problem. Now, once you have done that, you see that we've got a pretty cool thing going on, right? I mean, it doesn't really fit the world because it's not snowy, but if it was snowy, it'd look even better. But what we can do, if we can't make it snow, is we can add some stuff to the roof and around the house itself. So what I'd recommend is adding white wool, which looks like snow. Alternatively, you can use snow. Just snow melts, and I kind of like the texture of white carpet anyway. Wherever you can, on the roof, feel free to place some white carpet. And as a matter of fact, this is highly encouraged on one part of the build in particular, where we have the fence. I want you to place some white carpet directly on top of it. Like, no matter whether you're going for the snow effect or not, like, I think that'd look pretty good regardless. And actually, if you're not going for the snow effect, that'd look stupid, wouldn't it? But I'm hoping that you guys do go for the snow effect, because it makes this house look even better. And what you can also do, here's something that you can do. For the roof, you can destroy certain parts of the roof, right? And replace it using white carpet. And that looks like built up snow. Again, you can just use snow if you like. I prefer the white carpet. I don't know, there's something about it, the texture's nice, it's not going to melt, you know. It's something that you can do. It creates a cool texture on the house using the white carpet. It's up to you what you do. Like I say, you can use white carpet, you can use white snow, you can build up as much as you like, you can build up as little as you like. You don't have to do this at all. However, I'd highly recommend it, because I mean, it looks good. I mean, just looking from the side, you can see the snow bunched up. And obviously, you would do this until you are happy. Starting from the sides, you can place carpet on every other row, basically. So that's where you would want to focus your attention, I would say. Like, wherever you can't place the white carpet, like if you start with some white carpet all over the place, just to kind of get you going. Start off with some white carpet, like this, on the sides. As I say, you can only place it about every other row anyway. You can even place them on top of the chimney, by the way. And then in between those layers, if you add a bit of white wool, like this, that might be the way for you to do it, you know, then that'll do it. Like, you don't have to place loads and loads and loads at all, like, you know, but something like this, it'd look fine. Just making sure to build it up, make it look natural. You don't want it to look weird. But yeah, that'll make things look quite good like that. And then, of course, if you like, you could also kind of like destroy the ground, and you could place some white wool in there, maybe even a little bit of white carpet as well. And I'll tell you what, I might even do that just to kind of emulate the snow area. Let me get rid of the numbers, let me get rid of the grid and stuff, because, ladies and gentlemen, well done to you. I'm very proud of you. You have managed to create Sans and Papyrus' house from the fabled game Undertale. Let me just show you how it will look once it's all nice and cleaned up. So this is what the house will look like once it has been 100% fully completed. If you add some spruce trees to the background and some form of snow, make sure that it's layered, maybe use some white carpet, some white wool in the ground, some actual snow, then you'll get a really cool effect, and you can create a really nice little bit of Undertale in your very own Minecraft world. So you don't even have to surround the area completely with snow. You can just place something like this, and this will keep in a survival world. It won't melt if you use walls. So yeah, that's it, guys. We've done. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. I really enjoyed designing and making this. If you have enjoyed the tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button, as it really helps me in the channel out very much. If you do enjoy the content, please consider subscribing as well. And if you have made it all the way to the end, please share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring. And on top of all of that, guys, if you want to make some more video game house content, some more cartoon house content, some movie house content, some fun stuff that you recognize from your everyday lives, check out the Cartoon Builds playlist in the card system and the description below. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this. I'm going to fly up into the air, and I'm going to try my best to hit the center of the igloo as I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye. Close enough.